What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Obviously, probably not the video you wanted me to put out, but the video that needs to come out. And of course, we're talking about Animal Crossing not being at E3. There's actually something that I made a video about a week ago. Was I the one that jinxed it? I don't necessarily think so. But Animal Crossing was not shown at E3, so I kind of wanted to make this video to talk about what's next for the game. How are you feeling today? Definitely give the video a like just to get a little bit of positivity in there. Also, you can use this comment section to vent, to talk about Animal Crossing. Are you done with it? Let me know in the comments. So nothing was shown, and obviously I'm on the pier now. And I really was a believer in kapp'n. I made several videos saying that I think kapp'n is the one to come to our islands. It's summertime. We all have docks. It was like the perfect storm. Honestly, still could happen, but we're gonna focus in on E3. So E3 came and went. It seemed like every single announcement Nintendo was making, I was like, okay, maybe Animal Crossing is next. Maybe we get some kind of an update shown at E3. But of course, it never happened. Now, I kind of want to go over this because I really do feel like Nintendo had an opportunity to put out something exciting for the game, to kind of get, drum up some excitement in the community, and they just chose not to. And the more that I think about it, the more that it actually does make sense. Listen, E3 is a giant presentation. It is a giant, and we don't want to look at it this way because we're all gamers here, but it is a giant ad, basically. It is a marketing tool for Nintendo to kind of put their new and exciting games or games they're about to release up on the big screen and let everyone know when they're coming out and what these games are about. So if you look at E3 that way, if you look at it from a business side of things, everything basically made sense. Did Skyward Sword and Mario Golf need to be in the presentation? Probably not. We knew about these things. Did Mario and Rabbids need to be in the presentation? No. Ubisoft told us days ago about this game, but it is a marketing tool. It's a big ad, like I was saying before. So I think if you think about it like that, it starts to make sense. Now, what is the future of Animal Crossing? Because I've been seeing nothing but negativity online. I mean, I can kind of see where you guys are coming from, but at the same time, I don't think all hope is lost. Okay, so I'm going to start by saying that we could still get an Animal Crossing update or something later this month. I still think, remember back when we would get updates at the end of the month for the next month. So obviously there's nothing going on in July. Anytime between now and the 30th, we could get some type of trailer or some type of Twitter announcement or something of something that's new coming to the game. I actually don't, you might be saying, Pat, come on. It's over, man. Stop being so damn positive, Pat. But I really do believe in this theory. Oh yeah, I got June on my island, by the way. I do believe in this theory that we could be getting some type of Animal Crossing, maybe a small update. I'm not predicting Brewster. I'm not predicting kapp'n, but we definitely could get something small added to this game. Before I go any further, I do have someone that is staying on the island today. We have a mysterious campsite villager, so we'll definitely go in there. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to continue here because a lot of people are saying this game is dead. There's going to be no more updates. I don't think that's the case. Actually, I mean, I don't think you want to hear this, but the bare minimum that is going to happen, I think 100%. The August fireworks show is going to get an update. We're going to get a few new items. It's going to be fantastic. Halloween, Turkey Day, Christmas, or Toy Day, those will all get some sort of a small update. Listen, Nintendo is not the most consistent company when you try to look at patterns and how they operate as a company, especially with Animal Crossing, how they're going to update this game. But they have been pretty consistent about updating at least for year 2. And that was we got evidence by the May Day event. Museum Day even got an update. So it seems like Nintendo is willing to at least give us some breadcrumbs in terms of updates and events that we already have. Let's go see who this is. I've been known to just get stinkers on my island in terms of campsite villagers. So let's see who the heck this is. God, that was bad. And listen, I'll be the first one to admit I was wrong. I made tons of predictions about what was to come in E3, and I was pretty confident we were going to get something. But the more that I think about it, again, I'm going to go back to the marketing side of things and the business side of things. I think that's a very underrated take on this whole thing. What really did Nintendo have to gain by showing an Animal Crossing update or Animal Crossing whatever? I think if they were to show something, it would have probably been paid DLC. This game, they've already got their money from you. You paid a full $60. You bought it probably on multiple consoles. Putting out a free update in a big event like this, which again is a marketing tool for new and exciting announcements, really doesn't make sense when you think about it. And I'm not trying to backtrack or anything. I'm not trying to be like, well, no, I'm actually above what I said before. It just all starts making sense. When you really start to think about the presentation as a whole, it really does start making sense. Now, in terms of the future of the game, Nintendo actually gave us a little bit of info that I don't think is necessarily a good sign for Animal Crossing. When they were mentioning some of the Zelda stuff today, they admitted, yeah, we're not going as hard for the Zelda anniversary that we did with the Mario anniversary. So for me, I'm kind of ruling out a Zelda crossover with Animal Crossing. I don't know if you guys agree with me on that, but the idea of a Zelda crossover after Nintendo themselves has said, yeah, we're not really doing anything fancy or giant for this release, it starts to make sense. And we can kind of cross that off. Now, what would come to Animal Crossing at this point? And again, I'm probably going to make a few prediction videos in the far future. I feel like I'm a little burnt out with making prediction videos. But what could come to Animal Crossing that is new? And I want to be realistic here, and I want to give you guys my best guess. I don't want to say, oh, new villagers are going to come. Nothing crazy like that. I want to be realistic to kind of set your expectations at a certain level. I think the future of Animal Crossing is kind of close to what we got when they made that Twitter post, where we had more customization slots. We had the cutouts and things like that. I think the future of Animal Crossing, and I kind of hate to say it, I don't think that Brewster and kapp'n and Katrina, I don't think like big announcements are in this game's future. I think the future of this game is going to be small quality of life. Oh God, I know, I don't want to say it. It's going to be small quality of life things. Like, yeah, Animal Crossing might update their game and tell you, yeah, you can now customize fences and stuff like that. But I don't think that we're going to get the breakout trailers that we got in year one. Just judging by the fact of how Nintendo has handled this game year two, it's pretty apparent to me that nothing crazy is really going to happen unless they totally shock us. I think that's the direction that they're going to go in. So there we have it. Just my first impressions on, now that my thoughts are kind of coming all together and the shock factor is kind of gone. No new Animal Crossing news at E3. I don't think that's the end, though. It's not all doom and gloom like you're probably seeing on the internet. One final question for you guys. Does this affect your future gameplay enjoyment of this game? Okay. Are you dropping it? Are you done with Animal Crossing, or are you still playing it and you're perfectly fine? For me, it's a little bit of both. I feel like maybe I'll take a few more days off than I usually do. Maybe I'll take a week off. I'm not as invested if I don't know that anything big is happening to this game. It's just, I don't know, something subconscious that I'm feeling here. Lily, I will never abandon you. Lily, how can you say no to these villagers? They're absolutely amazing. I made her look at the end. Okay, guys, thank you again. Thank you for everyone that came out to my live event for E3. I had a fantastic time. But anyway, let me know in the comment section below. Let's be easy here. I know a lot of you guys might be a little heated and spicy, which normally I like. But I'm excited to read some of these comments. Thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you in the very next video. Peace out.